God, I didn't split. I needed to split like an hour ago. So this split's wrong, but such is life. Anyway, best thing about how they handle the fear factor in this game is that there are very few scripted jump scares. See, and the interesting thing for me is that there are a lot of scripted jump scares, but that's because I'm moving fast enough that I just run from script to script, you know? Like, so, yeah, I see a lot of them. But that's just where I am and what I end up doing. Whoops, wrong side. There's Sage. How's it going? Hope you're having a lovely night, Sage. Alright, now we need to be quiet. You need to be quiet until you pull that second one. Then it's quiet time. It's quiet time. Alien will go walking by here. I'll waste time by crawling too much. And apparently I can't stand back up. There we go. Turn off that flashlight. That's not what we want. There we go. Now we're back. Now we're in business. That was all done very poorly. You think it has to do with his girlfriend? Could be. I don't know. And you just keep running and praying. Oh god, 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 oh god. And then you're good. It's always freaky when you hear that, but that's a safe room. You surprised they didn't put the queen in this game? I don't think they had time. Oh, shit! Whew! That was closer than I cared for. Be gone, foul beast! Sorry if I'm being quiet right now. This section takes just a little bit more concentration than the rest. Nope. Alright. They put a lot of things on the proverbial cutting room floor. Yeah, there's definitely, like, I've played the game enough, I can see sections where it's clear that they ran out of time and that sort of thing. I can destroy the nets. And places where they had to just make, you know, make hard decisions, I guess. So this is going to kind of suck because I don't have a second pipe bomb. So I'm going to have to kill these 4 guys, which takes a little bit extra time, but I do have 4 bolt gun shots, so that'll help.
There are emergency overflow circuits that feed excess power into the local capacitor banks on each tower. If I decouple them and discharge the system, the purge will be external. The nest is right in harm's way.
I have no clue what you just said.
Just find something to hold on to.
And last one. Okay. Well, on the one hand, ideally you don't have to kill those. On the other, at least now I don't have to worry about them. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Crap, crap, mega crap. Screwed that one up. Also note how I'm still awake. Is she, though? I'm not convinced. Like, I think she could have very easily have just programmed something to say, hey guys, I'm awake, and then occasionally, like, say something flirty and out of context, and, I think that she could be very well asleep at her desk right now, and we would never know. Search your feelings. You know it be true. Wake bot. Damn it. Green on all four. That sucks. Alright, doing that actually spawns new guys. The interesting thing is, they will eventually catch fire when you flip this switch and die. Usually I make it up fast enough that I still have to deal with one or two of them, but generally speaking, they're not as big of a problem, because I'm just trying to get past them, right? Hence the lack of pants. This guy will just tap me. When you do the shoot run past on one, you have a couple seconds before you get to the second one, or to get past the second one before he'll actually grab you too. Otherwise, he'll just hit you. I don't know whether that second hit actually does any damage. I've never died to it. I generally assume it does, and I just get lucky. But at any rate, scoot on by them. In a way, it's good they didn't use the two things you half expected them to use, the queen and the loader unit. Yeah, and you know, I think that the variety wouldn't have been bad, but I don't think that it's necessarily, like... I don't know how they would have structured a queen in this environment, you know? Like, it just... I don't even know how you... The entire point is to avoid the aliens and that they're not killable, and you can't conquer them, and so to add an uber something on top of something that's already uber, it's just like... I don't know. I think that it makes sense. I think the android slapped my butt as I ran by. That could very well be the case. Interestingly, or at least in my mind, is that right here, the wow, I was fully out of.
Sorry, Ricardo.
Just get back to the Marshal Bureau, Rim.
No, I just did it. Anyway, let's go. Interestingly, the aliens are not active through here, which that makes no sense to me considering what just happened. But yeah, this is an alien-free zone.
Rip, something weird's happening.
You think?
You can go back to that room that I just passed on my right after triggering this and loot it if you need to. Get some extra stuffs. But I find that there's very rarely stuff in here. You know, I mean, it's just random, but usually I'm not scrambling for items to the point where I care that much. Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing. When did I use a shotgun blast? I don't remember. Alright. And then this is a split. This next section is a section that to me is a little tough. I don't find it that interesting or compelling of a section, going to the Anidora, but it is important to the story. So it's kind of rough because it's just like, I don't love the gameplay of it. I don't love waiting for it. I don't, you know, nothing about it's like, it's about now is when I'm getting, not tired of the game, but I'm ready to kind of be at the end sequence, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I still gotta do the Anidora section. Like, it's always kind of that little bit of dread. But at the same time, I don't know how they would have done it story-wise without it. So how is chat? How am I? Well, I can't speak for chat, but I'm doing well. How are you, Sage?
Is it docking?
No, but it's in a holding position
Trying to ignore the election. Ignore the election! Still undecided as which is the more horrifying experience, playing this for the first time or playing Aliens Colonial Marines. I didn't play Aliens Colonial Marines, but I haven't heard anything good about it, so I don't know whether the horrifying experience is, you know, playing it because of a horror aspect or because it's just bad. I've only ever heard that it's really bad. And now we're back here. Now, the aliens are very active here. If you make noise, then they will show up, which becomes a problem for a lot of players when they come up to this android right here, because they try and melee the android, and then that pulls the alien down, and bad things happen. The reality is, you know, moving fast enough, again with the psychorun, you can just clip right on through here and not even deal with it. Holy crap, it's reinstalled, Paul. I haven't seen you for like 6 months, man. How you doing? Thank you to that host. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic night. God, it's been ages. It's been ages. There's a lot of things that to me are like, oh, you know, a new person, if they would just do it this way, then they don't even have any problem. But that does imply a knowledge of what they're supposed to be doing, as well as frequently a ability to do it without making noise. So on the one hand, you know, yeah, it's easy. Just do it what I'm doing. On the other hand, I have spent some time figuring out how to know what it is that I'm doing, right? Jimmy Flugan, how's it going? Is it just you, or host not popping up anymore? I actually noticed it on the OBS thing more than this chat, maybe. So it definitely went up because I saw it. I don't have a time alert for it, but or an audio alert, but that's what caught my eye, made me notice. Thank you for that, host Jimmy. Yeah, that was up there. Aliens Infestation, the DS is pretty cool, better than Colonial Marines. Again, you know, I played this one for two reasons. One is because chat wanted me to, and I'd also watched Markiplier play through it and thought it looked kind of interesting. But prior to this, the Aliens franchise was not exactly a draw for me, you know? You're doing okay? How am I? I am fine, thank you. Yeah, I don't think auto hosts pop up. I see them in chat, but I don't think that auto hosts jump up on the screen. But regular hosts do. Let's see. I always need to remember I'm 4510. One of the things with this game that I think is done, I mean, kind of well, is that even if like, I know the code in a lot of these, but if I haven't in the playthrough ran by and seen the code, look, Ma, no hands. Seen the code with Ripley in this playthrough, then it'll just say passcode required and not let you hit the entry so that I could memorize the code and go and hit it quicker than without it actually having to look it up. So even though some of those I have to remind myself what the code is, it's still, I'd have to look anyway, basically. Is this coming out? There we go. Think Colonial Marines damaged the commercial success of AI a bit? That could very well be. Oh, got a little greedy. Paul's not going to talk to us. Reinstall Paul, I caught him probably 9 months to a year ago in one of his Alien Isolation streams and got to chatted with him, and you know, we've dropped in on each other's streams a time or two, but I haven't seen the stream for a long time. Doesn't mean that he doesn't stream. Like, you should check it out yourself. I don't know, but I haven't noticed.
Marlo? Where are you, Marlo?
So meleeing face huggers is the quickest way to deal with them, but one thing about meleeing them is that it does cost you a little bit of life. So if you feel like you're at low health, then it's not something you should do. But otherwise, it's generally the fastest, easiest way to deal with them. All you need now is for someone to make a good Predator game. Ah, Alien and Predator. Two are always hand in hand.
I tried to save father. Brought him to fast and home. Broke all the rules, get her ashore. That was stupid of me. Stupid. You don't beat this thing, Ripley. You can. All you can do is refuse to engage. You gotta wipe out every trace, destroy any...
Store clipping work on consoles.
Make sure there's no...
Revis is the best console player I know of, and he wasn't able to get it happening, so I don't think so. I think that the console's frames per second is too low, and the door clip is very frames per second dependent. So I don't think that it's really... I mean, it's like, on some of them it might be possible somewhere. Dramatic pause? Go. So now we're entering the section where death is likely. This is a very aggravating section that if the random guys don't line up right, then we'll probably die. And I'd like to say that I'm better about it, but yeah, it usually goes badly, at least once or twice.
Hello, Sevastopol. Can you respond? We just saw a ship blow on your starboard side. Took out an entire orbital stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors. I'll leave this channel open.
I don't know what you're talking about, Emily. I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't sound right. Okay. We might make it.
Can they?
So the good news is that means that there's fewer guys. There's fewer guys for us to deal with on this way. The bad news is that means there's more guys when we come back and the aliens are on us. Right now there's no alien spawns. Come on, come on.
Listen, Marlowe's permissions are still locked in his terminal. If we have the coordinates for the turret, we
Can you come and join the British?
manually
To the British!
There's an observatory near the comms.
And I thank you.
You should be able to find the torrent coordinates using that. I'll get the door for you.
We'll take any American refugees.
Orbital stabilizers operating at 40% and falling.
I wish I... Oh, I can make a medkit now. Nice. Nice. Alright, well that feels a little bit better. I'm gonna save at the top of this because I need to kill the 3 humans that are up here, and occasionally, if not semi-frequently, they manage to... Trying to kill all 3 without using the flamethrower is a little bit dicey, so it can get away from me a bit. So we're gonna just save right here. While we did reload once, we haven't yet died. We reloaded because in mission 5 or whatever, 7.
I can't get past the lockdown.
Am I?
And now we have died. One of the things about the game in Nightmare mode is that the humans' revolvers, not the shotguns. The shotguns don't do that much damage, but the revolvers are way overpowered. So that makes it kind of fun to try and take all them out. If I hit you. No, I didn't. Oh, that shot, though. Winged him. All right. We're good. Now, boom, headshot. Hey, Cyberlease, how's it going? I know, right? But yeah, on Nightmare, the pistols, the revolvers of the humans are by far the deadliest weapon in the game. Like, the speedrunners will die to the humans aimbotting and shooting the pistols than they will to the alien far, far more. So, fortunately I saved, otherwise I'd have been several minutes of loss. I mean, as it was just, you know, I lose the dignity of saying, I never died! But, that's fine. I've died so many times, there is no dignity in not dying. Sweeps, you ever notice that everything you do is casually? Like, do you ever formally do something? You gotta go, Data Mouth? Alright, man, have a nice night. Thanks for coming out. Hope we see you again soon. All the casual. Casual is cool. Alright. She casually yells that casual is cool. I think she just formally declared that casual is cool, though. Not cool. Not cool.
Thank God. Ricardo, I found them.
This is the second forced spacewalk and another part where it's kind of like just thumb twiddling. Throws casual at Zane. Why you have to be mad? Don't be mad. We've had conversations. Don't be mad. Go. Go. Jesus. I can get to Poland easily enough. I've never tried to get to Poland. I don't know how difficult it would or wouldn't be.
I can unlock the entrance to the airlock from here. Give me a sec. There, got it.
You can bring hubby if you must, Maybot, but there isn't room in bed for all 4 of us. Well, that sounds like a fun night, though, Emily. I think we should bunch up and figure it out. Hey, Doritos Eats MC, how's it going? You're too scared to watch America's Impending Doom? Indeed. My phone keeps blinking at me, and I'm like, I don't want to know! I don't want to know! Don't tell me! What, Sweeps? What's wrong? Apparently, Chad is shipping me off to Europe, so I'll be seeing you all, you know, from there. Now, that's not gonna work. Like, I would love to go and hang out and all that, but here's the thing, is I've seen your guys' internet, and it's shitty. It's shitty internet. I've got 250 up, 250 down, and if I wanted to pay $10 more a month, I could have 1 gig up, 1 gig down. It's just not worth it to me. So, I mean, until you guys can start actually slinging some real bandwidth, I don't know about that whole thing. So a little Easter egg or something that a lot of people miss at the very least. I don't even know if Easter egg. But slightly up, you can see him just popping up. You see an alien move across. One of the things that always strikes me there is that the alien moves like a mouse. I don't know if you've ever seen one of the small mice that's like really round with just a long tail, but the alien is very rodent-like in how it moves. But it goes to that big old window up there, and then when we go and move up, you'll notice that the alien enters with an atmospheric effect. That's because, you know, continuity-wise, we're actually seeing the alien that we just saw outside crash its way in. Which also establishes the aliens can survive in zero, or in space. Space is big and endless. It's true. Space is very big. Every time you see one of those, like, how big is space gifs, you just sit there and go, wow, space is big.
Ricardo, get ready to move. We're leaving.
One of the interesting things to me is, you know, you look at just how dramatically larger than the Earth most of the other planets are, or at least, you know, Jupiter and Saturn, and I think Uranus. I think Mars is, I know Venus and Mars is slightly smaller, Venus might be the same size. But at any rate, you know, for all those large sizes and stuff like that, you can fit all of the planets in the solar system between us and the moon. It's that big. So the reason I killed those humans is because without them, the alien only focuses on me. If the humans are still alive, then the alien gets busy attacking them. When that room that I'm in is locked for a few minutes, for a couple seconds, and the alien targets me and then can't get to me, it kind of bugs him out just slightly for like 10 seconds. He goes back up into the vents, and while the AI is trying to path him into the room that I'm at, and I'm protected, and it makes him get off my case just while I run through that room. Otherwise, the humans are there, they're shooting at him, they could be shooting at me, the alien's there chasing after the humans, and then once it's done with them...
Zine.
Hey Felix the cat friend, how's it going? Then once it's done killing the humans, then it starts patrolling around and looking for me. And so, you know, trying to avoid all of those things is ideal. So that's why I kill those humans earlier. So I'm going to save here because frequent deaths do occur on the way to get from the end of this mission to mission 17. That is a very common thing. So we'll get that save in, and then we have to navigate past humans that are shooting, and an alien that's going to respond as soon as any noise is made. Yep. See? So, also that guy, it's pretty unfortunate that guy was facing me. Normally he's looking away, and then we have options. When he's facing me, there's no options. We are option free. Alien is like right there. And my shotgun is empty. Apparently I need to reload my shotgun. Didn't know. Fucking hell. There is one more guy than normal because I didn't encounter the one on the way back. So like I said, we do have... And the game crashed. There we go.
Anyone else catch that? Hey!
Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! Alright, we're good. Okay, so that finishes mission 16 and puts us on to mission 17, which is known as Desolation. And apparently I didn't split because I'm not good at splitting anymore. But, you know, ultimately the splits don't matter so much as the actual end time. So that's what I tell myself anyway, to console myself when I do my splits bad. Hey, Kinzio, thanks for that host, man. I appreciate that. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you around, but hope you enjoy yourself. There is one guy wandering around here who can cause us problems. I need the code 1851.
My name is not Zine.
Thank you for that follow, man. Appreciate that. But it looks like he moved to where I don't need to worry about him as much, which is nice. Start this up. I have no idea how much health I have, though. I'm gonna save. I took a lot of hits, but I have to kill a facehugger right here, and that might finish me off if I don't have enough health. Why did the alien hear me?
Someone there?
Alright, that was fine. Preempt that right there, call that, and now we should be good to go. This shotgun's reloaded, right? Yep, okay, we're good there. Trying to save as much flamethrower fuel as possible. When you say hi to your cat, she meows back. Nice. Sorry, I'm just a little on the focus side. I mean, again, this is mission 17. This is considered the hardest mission in the game, and the place I'm most likely to have horrific things happen to me. So I apologize if I go quiet or focus a little bit. It's just, you know, well, that's bad timing. Alien's just right there. So I basically have one burst of, maybe two. The way you want to hit the alien is with a triple tap. That's your best way to minimize fuel usage, but it is like 80 to 100 on Nightmare, even when you're doing that. So you don't get a whole lot of flamethrower. Did I end up on the wrong side? How? Okay. I got turned around a little bit there. That's fine. Alien's right there.
We're about to move into position for the auto-umbilical dock sequence. We'll be dark on comms until we've matched the decaying orbit of the station and are in position. We're just waiting on you to extend the towing platform clamps. I don't know how you sweet.
Yay, cat belly rubs. Suddenly cats have taken over the chat. Alright, so we're gonna place a, we're gonna save right here, and then we're gonna place a noisemaker in this corner. The noisemaker will pull off a scripted alien here, assuming we don't make any noise ourselves, which will greatly, dramatically make things easier, assuming it works. That said, this point with the alien is at absolute maximum sensitivity, so any mistakes will pull the alien to me. I cannot... I cannot screw up. So right now this will spawn an android that's on fire and flaming and is all like, oh, what are you doing? And apparently I'll miss my shot. And I'm gonna sneak over here and then the alien will drop down. It's gonna hear the noisemaker. It's gonna go after it. Now again, I have to be perfectly quiet. And I'm not necessarily good at being perfectly quiet, so if you hear the alien pop down, that's me saying, well, guess I'm gonna try again. 1984. A little flamethrower fuel won't hurt nobody. Use the key card. That'll raise the other side. The alien should jump up into the vents. We should hear him. There he goes. And then we're gonna kind of do the same thing down here. I have to cut through a whatever one of the emergency torch portions are, and after I do that, I'm gonna drop a flare down, and that will help me again in a few minutes when I reach a different section. So we cut through there. We open up this door. We set off a flare. We place it on the ground. And then we very quietly move down. This area is, again, maximum difficulty of the game. Hardest part, moving back and forth here. One of the things that they did do, and it's like, on the one hand, I get it. On the other, I don't like it that much. Is there are saves at pretty much every point here, and it really, you can tell that the playtesters had a hard time here, and so it's really easy for people who don't even necessarily get this sequence to kind of cheese their way from point A to point B just using the saves. And that's fine. I mean, it's a strategy. I don't know. Again, it's when I'm watching someone and I want to see them like struggle and. I want to see them go through the fight. Like, it's kind of sucks that they can just hit that and work their way through it. But at the same time, I also get that it's not fun to not. So the reason that I dropped the flare is right here. The alien is looking in through the window and seeing me, and he comes running after me. However, if you put that flare down, then rather than him continuing around this hallway, he actually gets pulled over to it. And you can see the alien right there. And he's in a different section. He's not going to notice me. He'll circle around, and then I don't have to deal with him until this scripted jump right here. So I'm going to put 3 flames on him, and then I'm going to grab this. And by being in that animation when he gets out of his scripted portion, it keeps him from having a proximity kill on me, and it allows me to kind of pre-burst him and then do that all kind of at the same time. So. It's all a little method to go as fast as possible through here. Aliens at the vent, Vadering right now. Which isn't good, because that means the alien's already reactivating. I want him at least waiting until I'm done with this before he really becomes active again. And then now it's pretty much, the longer he goes without dropping down, the more gravy it is to me. Except at this point, now I'd like him to drop, because I don't want him in the vents when I have to go in the vents. Which is where he's at. Okay, he just dropped out there, that's good. We want him out there. He will chase my ass in here, but as long as he's out there, then he will also drop right behind me, like into the vents. He has a tendency to do that. So those are both areas that he'll pop down and kill you dead. But we made it through. No deaths. We're good. Hi, Ian Castillo. How's it going, man? Apparently you're having messages deleted. What's the point of this game? Avoid the alien and get the hell out the station. This section, the alien, you're actually safe. After that high stress, the last section, they give you a little bit of a break. So there's no there's no anything in here. And this is also where you can do, because you come in this room, mission 2. This is where you see the torrents fly by and you go up. This is the door that you can use the crouch clip on to skip from mission 2 to mission 18. We're listening to Zine's explanation that we've probably heard 15 times. I'm sorry, Chips. I'm just, I'm trying to be inclusive of anyone who hasn't heard it. And also, I am... if things continue to go okay, then I might take this recording and figure out a way to get it on YouTube. So sorry if you've already heard the explanations and all of those things. I'm just, you know, trying to keep everybody abreast of what's going on.
Verlaine, can you hear me? Are you close enough for radio contact? I'm here.
Ripley, thank God, I hear you. I need you to extend the dog cradle slants quickly. There are 2. Should be close by.
Is this game scary for me? I still get startled on occasion when the alien does something I don't expect, but that's because I know so much of what to expect from the alien, if that makes any sense. Like, I generally know exactly where the alien is, and so when he does, and usually once or twice a game, he'll do something that I don't really expect, and then I will, then I'll be like, yike! But otherwise, no. No, the game doesn't have any horror aspect for me, and that's just because I've played it. I definitely did the first time I played through, but this is not my first rodeo.
Zine.
Hey, J-Dub TM, how's it going? Thank you for that fellow, man. Not sure if your first experience with this game is watching a speedrun is the right way to go. A lot of people in chat are actually, you know, been watching me for a while. Like, I actually did a slow playthrough where I showed the cutscenes and everything and tried to explain the story because they were like, we've never seen any of that. Like, we just know what you played through. And I'm like, oh, really? And so, tried to kind of help out a little bit there. Do I play any other games? I do. I play Minecraft, and then I also will play, I don't know, pretty much anything.
My name is not.
It sounds like it's
Zine.
fun at the moment. Shouldn't have saved here, but I did. Thanks, that fellow, man. At the moment, I'm doing a playthrough of Dishonored, but we'll get through that and try something else.
Wait, I think I can use the maintenance rig instead. If I can find an EVA suit, I can still
Alright,
get
so
to you.
assuming I have enough fuel to pull this off, then what we'll do here is we'll run by, and then I'll burst back at it, and that will send him up, and then because I did that, he's going to have a friend here that's going to come tearing around at me right here, and it always freaks me the fuck out. And then he's going to leave, and now I'm going to come over here and come get the suit. You just played through Dishonored for the first time a couple weeks ago, funnily enough. I played it like back in 2011, 2012.
Zine.
Hey, Mr. Bubbles, thanks for that follow. Appreciate that. But I played through it way back when, so I don't really remember the story that much. I just vaguely remember it. It's kind of semi-blind because it's been so long, but I'm on max difficulty and I'm doing it a pacifist run, so it's kind of, you know, that's keeping it interesting. We don't talk about the laser trucks. We don't talk about the laser trucks. No more laser trucks. Just got here for my video talking about Trollcraft. Well, welcome, man. Hope you enjoy yourself. I am playing it as a refresher for Dishonored 2, yeah. That is exactly the idea that kind of led me to it. Don't mention inverted trucks around me, Emily. Chat's trying to trigger me. Just gonna solve that problem right there. Now we're gonna have, make sure I'm reloaded here before I go too far. Yeah, a flare. We're gonna have ourselves a couple face huggers we need to take care of here. Okay, got him. And then there'll be one more. Okay. I need to continue to reload my weapon repeatedly. There we go. There we go. There'll be another face hugger. Whoa, whoa, okay, I'm apparently out of flamethrower fuel. I don't know when that happened, but alright, I'll take a death. I was like, oh, I have plenty of flamethrower. I'll just go ahead and hit this guy, and nope, not even close. Not even close. So yeah, that was fun. Let's try that again. Caught me off guard. I was like, what the hell? Whoop. Okay. There we go. Fine, I'll use this gun. Jeez, game. You didn't have to kill me. There we go. Just 1 second, just kind of crawl on through here. I believe this is right where you can throw a flare, and if you throw a flare, then only one guy spawns instead of two, which is right now only... Oh, there's the other one. And then you can kind of run down here faster, but I haven't practiced that, so I usually don't. You know, you can save yourself 15 seconds there by tossing a flare and triggering that, but I don't think 15 seconds is the biggest of our worries at this point. You don't know if the DLC is going to be important to Dishonored? Do the Knife of Dunwall and bridge more witches? I might look into them. I enjoy the Dishonored game enough that I'm not opposed to playing through the DLC. This second train tends to kill people too.
Just let me make it through here.
I do not play League of Legends, no. I've never done well at getting into the MOBAs. League of Legends or Dota 2 or those Smite or the like. They I don't know, it's weird. Like, it seems like a game that I would enjoy. I enjoyed Warcraft 3 and those sorts of real-time strategies, portions of them. But it's just I don't know whether I just never was properly introduced or what. I tried Dota 2, but my problem there was that at least when I tried it, there was no single player. I don't know if that's changed or not, but there was zero single player. It was just literally multiplayer only, and I don't like learning how to play a game in that environment. Like, it's too that your teammates are dependent on you and all of those things, and it's a stress that it's like I don't need in my life, you know. So if they had a single player campaign that I could like play and kind of get to enjoy without it being online and competitive, then I'd be much more likely to try it out. But I don't like playing competitively online much. Dota 2 is a very high learning curve. You just hop out of there and then run along.
Please tell me.
I've heard tale that there are times when the alien can bug out and spawn in this section, but I've never had him. Never had it happen. It's not what should happen. It would kind of suck because it'd send you back to I think to the vent with the face huggers. You'd go back there.
The airlock and EVA over to the maintenance platform. There are explosive bolts on the emergency release. Hurry! Sebastopol is going fast.
Won't let you down.
Yeah, the splits are broken. I get so distracted talking to chat and doing things that I'm not great with the mission splits. I was good for the first half, but then it got a little dicey. So it looks like we're going to be about 2 hours and 55 minutes. It's not my personal best. 2 hours and 51 or so. I think 2 hours, 51 minutes and 20 seconds. But definitely not a bad run. I've certainly had worse. The time should be better considering the clips and stuff like that, but I also had time lost to two clips that under normal circumstances I could do, but again, because I changed some computer settings, my frames per second are lower than I expected, and that made it to where they were more difficult, or some of them I couldn't even do. So I think that kind of turned out to be a bit of a wash. So it's pretty much just like a full run through. And you know, certainly plenty of areas to improve on. Several deaths there towards the end. On the other hand, mission 17 is pretty tightly done. I don't. It's pretty rare that I have things go wrong there. So we'll see what happens. But there's one of the things that I'm always kind of glad about, and I don't know, and it's actually why I stopped playing Novice as well, is I don't like getting to that point where now I don't have anything obvious to improve.
Zine.
Hey, Evil Shadow, how's it going? I don't have anything obvious to improve. It's instead that I need to shave a second off of this thing or a second off of that thing. I don't love being in that position because I don't get a chance to practice that much. I don't put that much effort into it, and so shaving the seconds off these little things isn't really an effort that I enjoy. I like it. In a weird way, I kind of like that it's still like, no, I have obvious screw-ups that I can do better and improve on, and that makes it nicer, because, and then I can just tell myself, oh, well, if I play through and just get rid of the obvious screw-ups, then I'm definitely going to improve my time, so I'm not just, eking out those seconds, I'm trying to improve my general gameplay. Alright, pop those out. There's an alien up there walking around, and we're gonna do this. You can, on occasion, get these to double activate. It's always the hope, because it's long if you don't, but it is very difficult. I do it about a quarter of the time. Okay, we did get that one, I believe. Basically, you have about a tenth of a second from when you hit the activate before it locks your keyboard or your screen, and so you can try and get the other one too. And you can see that the other one raised as well. So now we do this one, and I think I got both of them. I don't know whether I got that end one or not. Doesn't appear. Oh, there it goes. Yep, got him. Got him. So, what we're doing right now is, with the Taurans, the spaceship we came in on is rescuing us. However, it's caught in the wreckage of Sevastopol. And so, right now, we're using explosive bolts to blow the clamp dockings to the Taurans to Sevastopol off. Okay, so I just barely clipped myself to the Taurans as a safety line, and now I'm going to explode these explosive bolts before these guys get me, but I'm going to make sure to wait for as long as possible so that maximum drama, and they can reach out before finally scrambling. And then we broke free, and that's going to take me back to the ship, and then the Taurans crashes into the...
My name is not Zine.
Into the gas giant. Hey, Brand, how's it going? Thank you for that follow. So... And I didn't get Speedwalk.
I'm on my way up
Nuts.
to the bridge.
Alright, Chips, have a nice night. We will talk to you later. See you again soon. Thanks for dropping by. And then, because no game is apparently complete without it, you come through here, you wonder what's going on, you look around for a minute, you try and take your suit off, realize you can't, and then you're presented with a QuickTime event. So this will throw up a random, like, press the back button, press the right button, press the left button. The way that you do it is literally you just hold back and then just kind of toggle between left and right, and you're good enough to go. Eventually, when you look at the button, you'll need to hit the use key right here, but otherwise, that's all you got. And then as soon as it goes black, you call time, and that didn't call time. There we go. Because I didn't do the split. And 2 hours, 54 minutes. So that's a sub 3 hour run. That's not terrible. And, that's basically Alien Isolation as done in a speedrun in Nightmare. Several deaths, as expected. I don't think I've ever done a Nightmare deathless. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll post this on YouTube. Figure out a way to do that. And in the meantime, you guys all have a good time. And then chat. As always, I appreciate you guys.